Hi, how's it going? I am a little goblin that likes to do makeup. Today I wanted to do a relatively simple yellow smoky eye look. Just a nice little change up from all of the more complicated looks I've been throwing out there lately. I just kind of figured it'd be fun to do, so let's do it. Let's do it. As usual, my face is already primed and ready to go. I've got my little spongy taking a bath over here. I've got my always bring a towel. So we're going to just jump right into it here. I've got my 2-in-1, my Clinique. I like this because it's a foundation and concealer, and even though my skin does what it wants to do, it's just kind of nice. Give myself a nice mustache. Go all the way out there, Mr. Mustache. Anyway. I always do a little bit under here. You want it to blend out as much as possible. All right. And I was always taught with foundation and stuff like that to always like bap at it. Just give it little pats and taps. The more that you like stretch it and do this stuff, not only does it not look like good, it's streaky and it's not good for your skin. So just trying to, you'll see me do it a few times because my big monkey brain likes to forget, but as best you can. Put that guy a little out of the way. And I'm going to be using yellows, and I really like yellow and gray, so instead of doing a normal contour with like a more like light brown sienna color, I'm going to use this little light gray guy here. Oop, getting ahead of myself. Man. We're going to use this as a little bit of blush to blend out, just to add that little bit of rosy color to it. And I've got, it looks like Double Dare. Normally I like to use a more orangey shade, but I kind of use the last little bit of it. I'll have to get some more like liquidy orange stuff, but my old Kat Von D has never failed me yet. Get just a little bit. Okay, and I'm sure there's some of you wondering why I don't do my eyebrows first or anything. When I first started doing my makeup more seriously, I would do my eyebrows after, and then I would just spend an eternity because I'd hit it with like the concealer or something like that, and just I want them to be perfect, so I would just be like, no, this arch isn't right, no, this arch isn't right, and it was just a mess. So this way it just works a lot better for me. And we've got a little bit of Dagger here. And it's a little bit more of the cool gray, so it's got like that blue tone to it, and I'm hoping that it meshes well with the yellows and mustardy colors I've got. Clean up my lines a little bit here. Alright, and we're all done with that little base bit there. And now I'm gonna go in, let it sit for a little while, bring in my setting powder, and then we'll be back and ready to go. Alright, we're back. We've been properly dusted and we're ready to go. I know that there are lots of stuff to actually do your brows, but when I have all kinds of funky hair colors and everything, it's very hard to find the proper color. So I'll end up just using an array of lipsticks and stuff to like mix them together and get them up there. And these KVD ones, they definitely hold up all day no matter what happens. If you sweat, doesn't matter. They're good to go. So these are my trusted. Go ahead and give it a go here, and I leave a little bit of brow. The main reason that I shave them off is I like those high up arches and my eyebrows just don't do it, so I'm kind of just get them out of the way there a little bit. I haven't been able to fully commit to the shave. I'm a little bit vain. I like my little nubs, my little chiclets. Enough roasting myself here. Let's get into these eyebrows. Alright, we've got the one little brow done. And that's the other benefit of shaving off the tails is I can arch them however high I want. I can take them out forever. I can do little guys. All about customization. good, and it's important to remember that they're sisters, not twins, even though I'm going to obsess about the fact that they're not exactly the same every time. So I'm just gonna quickly go in and clean up this little spot right here. I try not to use my fingers, but let's be real, I'm probably just gonna like and then I might just darken it up a wee bit, and then we'll be all ready. Okay, brows look good enough. Yeah. Sometimes I like it to make like that big circle shape. I don't know, I just like my shapes on my face. Alright, and I don't have any primer at the moment, so all that I use is a little bit of this. If it gets too dry, just re-pat it up there with this and a little bit of a sponge before we go in with our eyeshadows. Now for yellows, there's a few that I like, and I always like to bring out just any that I might use just so that I have them on hand, but we're going to go lighter to darker, and I really enjoy these like mustardy colors, so that's my yellow of choice. So I've got my mini V2 little power up. I love these little things, they just have so many colors. Sugarpill is just such a great company. And I like my eyeshadows to just be blended into oblivion. I love to blend out and just have it like dissipate. Oh, it just looks so pretty. Okay, and then for my darker shade here, I got the Subculture palette. This was one of my favorite palettes, the electric shade. I used it so much, not even thinking about how now I'll never have it again. But Edge is the yellowy mustardy color. I like that word too, mustard. And it's looking really good, but I just want to reinforce that deeper color here. So I've got a little bit of the Mini Breaker palette, and it's a double scoop. It's kind of the same yellow, but it's a little more orangey. So I'm only going to use a little bit, just like right around here, just to try and make that a little bit darker. And I always say shades that play well with each other, especially palettes. Some of Jeffree Star's shadows don't always play well with other brands and everything, so I try to be a little bit careful when using them with each other. Right, I'm gonna take a pointier one and try and at least get some shadow up under here. Found a bit brush. And I think I want it to come out just a little bit. There we go. Alright, so that is it for the actual shadowy part here. What I have next is... So, when I said that that electric shade was my favorite and I'd never have it again, I actually found something that is very, very close to it. It is Apocalyptic Beauty. I don't know if you can see it there, but they have highlighters, and this one is called Faintly Macabre, and it is just beautiful. It's like this orangey green, and it's kind of like the electric. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go in with a little brushy guy here, and we're gonna just pat some here. You know, I'm just gonna use my finger for this. Finger, the most versatile tool that you always have on you. And now I do this a lot. I will use a like powder with a like glittery thing. And I like the way that the base will make it look once you put the shimmer on top of it. It's like layering. So I've got a little bit of Slayfire glitter, which is my go-to. I love them, biodegradable glitters. And this one is citrus. So it's like this, it is also a yellowy green. And I like to make this kind of like layer or line where it goes from like the top lid all the way up, and it'll just kind of blend in with the highlight under my eyebrow once I'm done. I'm gonna clean my finger off real quick. Alright, and I'm thinking that I like the way that this looks, so I'm gonna go in and start mapping out with my eyeliner. If I decide that I want to add any extra accents or anything, I've got little gems and stuff like that hanging around. Alright, I've got my trusty Anastasia Beverly Hills liner. I just like it because it's got the long handle. I can either be really far away or I can get my fingers in. Oh no, I did it. And as close as I need to. That's why it's always good to have it. Alright. So we're gonna go in here, and I always try to find the like absolute bottom of my top eyelid where it meets my bottom. And then I go ahead and I just go as long as you want, like wings forever. Fly away from all your problems. And now I'm going to make a small line up here on my lid. So instead of finishing that out, what am I gonna do? There we go, got a nice shape. And don't worry about it if you got like gaps or it looks a little ugly there. We're not done with him yet. All right, and see, that's how we're gonna do. It's a simpler eyeliner than we've been doing. And now I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye as well. And it's okay if they're not exactly even. If one's a little bit longer than the other one, no one's absolutely going to be able to tell. I mean, unless one's like super long, but little differences, it's not going to be that big of a deal. See, like even here, this one is just a little bit longer than that one. But I can't really tell. You'll be fine. It's great. You're doing fine. Alright, and now we're going to take our little waterproof little liner. Oh, that one is my dead one. Why are you still here? Alright. And now we're going to just kind of fill in this little waterline here. Got a piece of glitter, Matt. Ooh. Blink it out, blink it out, blink it out. Okay. Alright, we're good, we're good. And I'm honestly thinking that I might go in here and just add maybe one or two little gemmy guys here on the bottom just to, I don't know, bring it all together. I feel like this little area is missing something. So after I do my highlight, I'm going to go in and maybe add one or two here. And we've got our liner done. We're going to throw on some mascara. I always do my lashes last. So we're just going to get this on so I don't forget. Okay, so we're looking good on the eye front. Now I'm going to bring back my little Apocalyptic beauty guy here. We're going with a little highlight, but first I should probably clean up my finger before I make myself very angry. I do that a lot more often than I care to admit. That's why using your fingers is dangerous. There's my, oh, okay. Take a little bit. And then where's my brushy guy? Yeah. Take a little bit of him, just right up there. Alright, I'm just gonna re-go over that guy there. Normally, I would have done this first and gone in and done these little corners here, but it's all right. I even put it in my notes and went ahead and did it anyway. We'll go in and just fix those spots here real quick. We made big brain moves. And then I like to keep everything a little bit cohesive. I like to think that all the elements together kind of brings it all as a whole. So I've got the, the citrus. I've got radioactive. It's a little bit of a brighter yellow too. And I thought, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the citrus over top of where I did my highlighter, just so I've got like that overall of the same shimmery, glimmery. I try not to give you guys a finger all the time, but I use it for everything. I just kind of pat at it so I get little bits instead of just whole blobbies. Their glitter is very good quality. There is a ton of those things in there. All right. So now that we're caught up and right where we should be, we're gonna go ahead and do our little bit of lipstick here. And I thought about doing a regular black lip, but I would like to add in a little bit of like a red maroon element because it'll match with the blush. So I've got a little bit of Damned here. We're gonna go in, and I always try to do a little bit of a line on top, and my lip does this thing where this line goes perfect, and this one kind of it does what it wants. So I try to overline this side just a little bit so it matches this side, or I just try to like curve my lips in such a way that nobody notices but me. There we go. Probably just need one more layer there just to make sure everything is all layered correctly and not patchy. Yeah, I think that looks much better than, I mean, black does look good, but I like this a little bit better for this look. Alright, and I think we're just on to lashes here. Yep. Alright. They're in there this time. I've done a couple of videos where I'm like, oh, then they're not in there. So I'm going to go ahead and get my little bit of stuff here, and I struggle with lashes. No matter what I do, I've tried the little curler things, I've watched so many videos, and it's just like my fingers are just like, they don't know what to do with themselves. So I'll speed it up, but I'll leave it in here this time so you can watch me struggle, and it'll be a little bit of a funny for the video. So how about that? These are number 5 lashes from Makeupamurder. Their company's great, by the way. I like everything that they've got. You know, now that I said something, I'm not going to struggle at all. You watch. It's going to embarrass me and be like, look, I don't actually struggle. I just said that. No, I do. I do. I need to call myself out about stuff more often if I'm just going to be good at it. What do I need? I'm going to give them a minute just for the glue to completely dry before we go back in and give them a little brush with mascara so that everybody blends out here. I could. Better idea. Got some little yellow guys here. Go in and put 1 or 2 just under here. Looks like the sun is coming up. I didn't close my blind all the way. That's alright. Yellow, small one, and a medium-sized one for each side. No clothes, please. Got my little bit of glue. That's alright. One's a little bit lower than the other one. I'll just walk around like this and no one will know. No, get off my finger. There we go. Don't mind my disgruntled squealing. Okay, we'll go back in with our Toofaced mascara. And just go from the bottom where your lashes are to try and blend them into the other one. Okay. And that seems to be a good place for us to go ahead and stop with our makeup here real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and put my outfit on and we'll go from there for the rest of the day. Okay. BRB. There we have it. The final look, accessorized, a little smoky mustard look to get you through the day. Got my big old shawl on. Spiderweb mesh, and my big funky hat. Let me know what you think of my smoky eye look here, and subscribe if you want to see more. You know, like, comment, do all the things, but the most important things, stay well, stay hydrated. Bye.